r/AskReddit, what was something socially acceptable 10 to 20 years ago that'll make you public enemy number 1 today? Every 13-year-old when any girls aren't around. My GF still uses gay as an insult sometimes. Her and I are gay together. And GT, using gay as an insult. But not related to sexuality. I grew up calling things gay before I knew what gay was. Smoking in a pub. In some European countries, this is still the norm. Leaving your kids in the car while you go grocery shopping, or more recently, letting your kids run through the neighborhood unattended. The fond memories of cars with kids in it honking the horn and giggling while their parent was in the store. Then the occasional yelling at said kids when the parent returns. It was okay. My grandmother left the window cracked for us in her Ford Galaxy. Of course we could crank it down more if we needed to. As someone watching How I Met Your Mother for the first time since I missed it the first time around, anything Ted Mosby says or does. LMAO, I thought 10 years ago meant 2000s, it's actually 2010s. Holy shite. Classic schmasibi. Saying the N-word but not using the N-word, like quoting it or referring to it. Wasn't there a USC professor who got fired for saying a Chinese word that just sounds similar to the N-word? Using a ringtone on your cell phone. Does everybody just use the default ringtone? I've been repping Metal Gear Solid's codec sound for 20 years now, carefully transferring it from phone to phone. Am I just supposed to accept the carrier jingle or whatever? Showing up unannounced and knocking on a friend's door just to hang out. This is something Reddit deeply hates, but to be honest I genuinely love having friends come by unannounced. My friends tell me to do this more often. I miss doing this and having this done to me. I remember my friends rocked up at my house, tapping on my window at 2 a.m. to get up to some shit. One of the best nights, for sure. Smoking in your car with your kids/babies trapped inside. I can't believe the mid-90s was, basically, 30 years ago. What the fuck happened? Related, leaving your baby/kid in the car while you run into a store. It can be grounds for arrest and a child endangerment charge now depending on where you live. I'm pretty sure that was taboo in 2004 to 2014. That's been a no-no for more than 10 to 20 years. Sorry, you think in 2014 it was okay to smoke in a car with kids inside? Being named Karen, apparently. My Aunt Karen changed her name on Facebook and posted that she was being bullied and harassed because of her birth name. People are shitting on the real Karens who are out there just minding their own business and not being a Karen. This is so frustrating to hear. I don't know anyone named Karen personally, but I imagine it would be exhausting. I mean, that's bullying, really. I hope your aunt is doing alright, and my condolences to her and everyone else who is actually named Karen. Sending your child to play outside without adult supervision. Being a grown man joking about wanting to have sex with teenage girls. It's wild how prevalent that used to be and wasn't widely accepted. Several celebrities had countdowns to when they would turn 18. Smoking cigarettes back in the 2000s and 90s, you could ask a random passerby if you have a lighter and 9x out of 10 they had one. Now people react like you kicked a baby in the face if you ask for a lighter, lol. My thought process was, 10 years ago, that was the 2000s. Usually I think it's the 1990s, but now I've finally got the right decade. Wait, what the fuck? That's why before I ask to borrow a lighter I just say I kicked a baby in the face. Really takes away the sting from asking about the lighter. 10 to 20 years ago. Hoping that Russia pulls itself together and gets better. I still hope it pulls itself together, just under a democratic government. Knocking at your friend's door unannounced as if that was normal. Is that not normal anymore for kiddos? I know for adults that's obviously a bit weird, but for kids it seems normal to me. When I was a young boy, all of the adults in my life were obsessed with me liking girls or having a girlfriend. It seems like every time I met a new adult they were like, "Do you have a girlfriend?" It made me really self-conscious and probably contributed to my codependency as an adult. Thinking back now, and it seems so weird. Saying that's gay. It's still said today, but by gay people to other gay people. Having an opinion 51% of the online community disagrees with. Totally humiliating Delta Burke over her weight. It was everywhere in media and just awful. Which is funny because most of the answers here are answering from 20 years ago without realizing it. I'm rewatching Married with Children, as it was one of my childhood favorites. That show would not get away with half the shit it did today, lol. Delta Burke was a huge target for that show too. Epstein's Island. Getting a girl's number through a mutual friend. It was kinda sweet back in the day, but nowadays it's considered creepy. Probably 90% of what went on in most nightclubs. Outside of a small handful of goth nights, I completely stopped the club thing in 2017, and even then had been going less and less the previous few years prior. Nightclubs seem just be dying in general, especially the dancing aspect. Watching Putin memes. Making a AAA game that doesn't have microtransactions, free to play, battle pass, and works perfectly fine on launch day. I'm pretty sure doing that would make you a beloved figure today, not public enemy number 1. Horse armor was 2006, and 10 years ago was 2014. Microtransactions were already common then. Dude, Baldur's Gate 3 is all of those things, and it's won numerous GOTY awards. Hardly public enemy. 20 years ago will always be 1990. Singing all the words out loud when listening to a Wu-Tang or NWA album. Disagreeing with someone politely. Any Sean Dawson video if YKYK. Smoking in restaurants. Coughing in public. Not tipping for your damn carry-out pizza, et al. Ill tip for sit-down service or delivery. I will never tip for a damn drive-through. I've never tipped for carry-out and don't plan to start. If I'm being waited on, I always tip, but if I am getting something to go, hell no. Using gay as an insult. Every 90s and early 00s rom-com. Still used today in most schools. Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again, Reddit glitch out.